When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Free A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Jackets will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Welsh. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Panthers offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches know.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. It doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pringle. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnover. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He throws one to the left. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. He's got him. Tripped up for the tackle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Pringle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short. But what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
To throw, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Hooks. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the catch. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to get it in. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Washington. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see that.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. The throw. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Plucks it out of the air. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. This couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Finds the tight end. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown! Good. Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play in the 25. Dropping back, it's Knight. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. There he goes. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the stomping has commenced.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. shuffle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Working the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive line, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes a handoff. It's Pringle. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Right back to the well.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got a man. It's Coleman. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. From the gun. Give on the inside.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down will open up the final period. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Pringle. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on.
Oh, he's got some space. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. And some room to work. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Back to throw, it's Knight. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, whatever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Caught close to the marker, it's Johnson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Panthers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air. It's Knight. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Some would say running the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got a 1st down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.